Good morning. It's Sunday. Hooray! Now, this week has been really super hot, hasn't it? It feels like summer. Now, I'll let you into a secret. I'm recording this in the middle of the week. So the day I'm recording it, it is really sunny and really hot. But this weekend, when you're watching this, it might not be so hot. It might be a bit rainy. I hope there's some sunshine too. And I hope that you're enjoying being outside and enjoying this wonderful creation that we have around us. Now, it's Sunday, so we're going to look at the Bible. Last week, we finished a letter. The letter was called 1 Peter, and it was from someone called Peter, one of Jesus' best friends, to lots of people around the place where Jesus' followers had spread out and they were learning how to be followers of Jesus in the land where they were living. Quite tough. This week we're starting a new series it's going to be called Waymaker. It's all about how God is with people, and it's about how God is with someone in particular. And the person who we're going to be looking at is David. What do you know about David? Well, you might know about David from the story of David and Goliath, where David managed to slay the giant Goliath. Or you might know about David from the Psalms. David wrote lots of songs to God and about life with God. But this series, we're going to look at quite a lot of David's life. And I think it's important that we have a little bit of backstory, because this bit of the Bible is story. Okay, it's narrative. It's part of the Bible which tells the story. So this is the story of God's people, the people of Israel. And that was Jesus' family story. So it's quite important for Jesus and it's important for us. So here is the story, really briefly. God revealed himself to Abraham and he said, I'm going to make nations out of you, loads and loads of people out of you. So the people grew, got into a mess, ended up in Egypt. In Egypt, they were made into slaves. But then Moses took them out of Egypt to a land that God promised them. And in that land, they started to try and be God's people in the land. But they messed up. And time again, they did bad things and they became just like the people around them instead of standing out and showing people about God. So they asked for a king. They said, we need someone to lead us. God said to Samuel, don't think that's a good idea. People don't need a king. A king will just rule over them and take all the best things for himself. But the people said, we want a king anyway. So they went for a king. And initially, God told Samuel to choose someone called Saul. Saul was big and strong, and he was taller than everybody else. So the people chose Saul through Samuel from God. God said, well, okay, I'll give you the king. Saul was good to start off with, but then things went a bit bad. He got a bit messed up, and it's quite a sad story. So God said, okay, I'll choose you somebody else. And God told Samuel to choose David. And today we're going to find out the story of God and Samuel choosing David, because it's really important. Because David wasn't the biggest and strongest person in his family. He was actually the weediest and weakest. He was the youngest of lots and lots of brothers. But God chose him because instead of looking at what he was like on the outside, he looked at what he was like on the inside, at his heart. And that's what God thinks is important in us. So that's the backstory. I hope you enjoy finding out about the stuff today. Have a happy Sunday. God bless.